Hey guys, thank you so much for turning on to this station. This is my first reaction video. This YouTube channel, we're mainly going to talk about everything. So we talk about everything that concerns us. We have a voice too, and we have a say in many of the things that is happening, and you have a voice too. Everybody has a voice. So I want to say something. I've kept quiet for a while, for a long time, and and I've seen a lot of stuff, and I've been through a lot of stuff, and I've heard a lot of stuff, and I've been to a lot of places. So and I just keep all these things to myself and complain about it, and wonder I can contribute or share my opinion. So that's why I'm starting this channel, not just for me, but for everybody that feels that way. There are things that are happening that we have to say something about. So today I'm going to do a quick reaction video to Adam's Link. This is the video, Adam's Link's video that he did regarding what's going on in what's going on in Niger, of course. It also concerns other three West African countries: Burkina Faso, Mali, and Guinea, of course. Then by extension, it concerns country like Nigeria, where the president is the current chairman of ECOWAS. Then, of course, France and other foreign interests, including the US. So Russia, part of it. So there's a lot going on, and I think at the core of it, as in many situations, the interests, some are political interests, some are resources interests. Apparently Niger is rich in uranium, so that's interest to a lot of people. Then of course, the political aspect of things in terms of security, terrorists, and all those things. There's a lot of people that are interested in there, and as far as we know, there's a lot of foreign bases in Niger. And of course, now the military has taken over by Coup, right? So the problem is that it's nice for it's nice for people to expect people to fight for themselves, but I'm of the opinion that telling somebody to pull themselves up by a bootstrap is missing the point. That what if the person doesn't have a bootstrap to pull himself up, or bootstring to pull himself up? So he's not going to be able to pull himself up because because they don't have the tools or the resources that you're asking them to use to pull themselves up. Okay. Yeah, you can see maybe in some website you will see, some people are supporting the military taking over in Niger. Then the question is that, would you expect to see people that are not supporting the military? Do you feel like, bearing the consequences of you, going out there in fact, I think we're already seeing the reality of a military takeover, because you do not really see the opposition being able to fight in the country, right? You're not able to see the people that say they can't support them. They don't want to support the military, because by saying that, common sense would say you're putting yourself at risk, right? So you're not gonna hear that voice. It's not possible for you to hear the voice of the people that are going against the military in a military regime country. You must be mad to do that, or you must be willing to die For in reality, I mean, you must be willing to die. Blood has to be spilled for you to be, because I don't think the military would just allow that to happen. They won't, right? So that's one of your disadvantage of a military rule country and a democratic country. A democratic country, people are allowed to protest or say things about the current government or party that they don't agree with, right? That's fair, right? Opposition party are always allowed to protest peacefully against the other party, right? But in the military regime, there is no opposition, because the opposition that you can think of, except that opposition, is also a military opposition, which in that case you have a factions in the military fighting against you, which in that is even worse. So I that's where I say you cannot let people that don't have the means, or expect the people that don't have the means to fight for themselves. How? So that's why you hear people say, "Oh, Nigeria shouldn't get involved," but in reality, it is what we call the base the Niger people have. That's the base they have. Is ECOWAS. These are the only option they have, because the civilians that are against the military are not going to be able to protest by themselves. So yes, ECOWAS has to do something about it, right? And the reality is that they should make sure that the government, whoever wants to be in government, should be elected democratically. If the military wants to be in government, then they should get off the uniform and go run for an election just like anybody else. I've seen all this head of state from the military coup campaign. If you like your country so much and you want to run the country, then take off the uniform and go run from a democratic standpoint and see if you win. Right? Of course, there is the corruption and the old boy system that makes some of these things hard. But clearly, military are not set up to run a country. That is not their job. That is not their training. They're not capable of doing that. Okay? Yeah, of course, there are people in the military that are educated. There's no question about that. Right? But when you join the military, you did not join the military because you wanted to become the president of the country. You joined the military because you wanted to protect and defend the constitution of the country under the president, a democratically elected president. Because right now, hypothetically, well, not even hypothetically speaking, in reality, who are you taking orders from? You're not taking orders from anybody. Nobody's giving you orders. Nobody's making the budget. Nobody's giving you allocation. You're in charge of everything that has to do. Where is the check and balance? There is none. So that's why a military occupation, in terms of a military takeover or coup, is structurally flawed in every angle. It lacks the basic tools to properly rule a country. You are just one institution. A democratically elected and run country has multiple institutions. The military, you are just one, in a way, you're just one person trying to do everybody else's job. It's not going to work out well. No matter whatever good intentions you have. This is not about whether the military is right or wrong. This is about what is right, what has a better chance of working, and it's not the military. So let's just quickly do go check a couple of things that Adam Links said in his video, so that you can see.
Of course, I know about the restrictions. You cannot wear anything that looks like
yeah, he's just talking about his
the
jacket that he has on. The
brown, black mixture.
The reality is that in Nigeria, I mean, you might get yourself into trouble. So it's better to just avoid this thing, except you are allowed, or you have the right, or you're in the military, home and abroad, or whatever the situation might be, to be able to wear this. You wearing this outside, you're just taking a chance. His point is clear, but you're playing with fire. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, that wasn't the point on this thing. Let's go quick. I don't want this video to.
It is not Nigeria military outfit. I received a lot of messages yesterday connected to the military. In fact, I do not wish military regime on any country. Maybe.
You see, that's the point. I think without the substance backing or any substance backing his statement, the truth is that military regime is not the right way to go.
Completely honest, guys. Military regime is never the answer, because they deprived citizens of so many things. In fact, military regime is mainly for looting. Military regime is designed for looting.
Well, I agree and disagree here. First, I don't think. Are there bad apples in the military that have the wrong intention? Probably, yes. There's bad apples everywhere. Gosh. There's bad apples everywhere. Okay? But I don't think, and there's a lot of examples to support his argument. But I also would not generalize that would not generalize that the goal of the military is to loot or to steal, right? I think that's a little bit of a stretch, but we do understand the point that he's trying to make here.
For the past 20 years now, Abacha died. Up to today, they are still recovering money from Abacha. So military regime, I don't wish it on anyone.
Yeah, that's the point. We have bad examples. We do. In fact, this is a specific one here. Abacha is a former Nigerian military head of state. Of course, reportedly, it's been a lot of stolen asset that was discovered and returned by numerous numbers of different parties that were either entrusted with those stolen properties or found those stolen properties found their way, stolen asset, money found their way to their possession. So yeah, you can say a lot, but this is why I like reaction video, because there's always a counterpart to this, right? One can argue a democratic elected government not doing the same, especially in developing countries, especially even in Nigeria. Are they not still looting money today? I mean, we can go to a lot of ministers, a lot of example in a democratic government that have if not there was the issue of the accountant general, there was the issue of former minister of petroleum. We're talking millions and billions of dollars in a democratic elected government. So I don't think it's a fair should I say a fair statement to make against the military as basically being set up for looting in terms of military regime, because the civilian elected government, I know, in my opinion, know better than that. So.
On any country, no freedom of speech. They can just stand up one day and say, oh, they ban Netflix, they They can just say, oh, now they ban Twitter, they ban Facebook, ban their Instagram. You cannot do.
Again, this also where I say it's probably overgeneralization. Civilian government do the same thing. They do the exact same thing. This is not to support the military, but I'm just saying that this is not a valid defense against military regime. Okay, because one can just as well make that defense against having a civilian regime. And I'm pretty sure there's some people in Niger that would say that's the exact same reason they prefer the military, because the civilian regime have been doing the exact same thing that the military is accused to be or will be doing. Okay, the point is that Africa need good government, good democratic elected government. Okay, that's the solution here. Nobody is clean, but the way to go is not a military regime. The way to go is an elected. He has the least chance of success. It's a democratically elected regime. Nothing else has any chance of success in terms of leading humanity forward.
Nothing. If you agitate, you will be arrested. So please, I do not wish military regime on any country. I do not support it. Even with what is happening in Niger State, I will never.
I've watched a few of his videos, and he keep calling, this is a trivial point, but he keep calling Niger State, but he's actually referring to Niger. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop the video here. There's a lot, to talk about. Some from, I might do another reaction on this video, starting from where I'm stopping right now. But, there's a lot going on in the world today. To be frank, there's a lot going on in the world today. Economically, I think that's the most biggest part. I'm trying to keep this video to under 20 minutes, so I'm gonna quickly say what I need to say here. And most of this coup is as a result of economic depression. Okay, a lot of people are struggling. The world is not what it used to be. It's gotten worse by 10-fold, even by 100-fold, if you want, because things are hard, But anyway, we have a lot to talk about in this station, so please like the video, share the video, and don't forget to subscribe so that I can continue to talk to you guys about this and share with you guys how I feel about this thing. And you guys have the comment section to also make suggestions, say what you need to say, add to it. Let's talk. Okay? Let's talk. That's all we have. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Kamitu reaction videos. Thank you. I'll see you guys another time. Stay strong, my people. Stay strong. Alright.